Holla, holla back, just how the raps. I got up to make sure every dollar stack. Y'all aiming for the stars, I'm at your starter cap. Run like a quarterback. Stereotypical, but to hear me is pivotal. I will bury you and come and air out your. Have your homie.
Almost ready for baseball in Milwaukee. The roof is closed and the atmosphere perfect inside Miller Park. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. The Brewers look for the series sweep at home against their division rivals. First pitch is next. Yulise Chacin gets the start for Milwaukee in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yulise Chacin used to be at one time one of the premier power pitchers in the game of baseball. Big arm with good sinking action. 94 to 96 miles an hour. His slider inconsistent at times. If he's throwing it for strikes, it's a swing and miss pitch. The thing with Yulise Chacin, he needs to throw strikes early to give himself a chance to use that big sweeping breaking ball.
Down the first baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. Dan, Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Dero, that's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's out number 1. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Dero, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Hey, Matt, the first thing I notice when I walk into Miller Park is those gaps are super tight. You got to get greedy in a ballpark like this. There's a lot of damage to be had. This park plays really, really tiny at times. So look for this offense to try and drive the ball.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman Anthony Rizzo. Now here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, Dero, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
1 out, nobody on. And right into the shift. Played on the backhand. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Here's Chris Bryant now. His lifetime numbers against Chacin. He's 0 for 7. Here's the first pitch to him. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Top of the first, just getting started here at Miller Park. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. you still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Good pitch there on 0-2. Breaking ball out of the zone away. Might set up another breaking ball to see if he'll chase this one a little bit farther off the plate.
A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
Line toward right center, and this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on, and the inning is over. A final look at this tumbling catch out there in right field. More to come on MLB Network's Sunday Baseball after this. Cole Hamels gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Cole Hamels, one of the top left-handed pitchers in the game of baseball. Early on in his career with the Philadelphia Phillies, was really almost the ace of those really good Philadelphia Philly teams. His best pitch, the straight changeup. His changeup was as good as it is now when he was in high school coming out of San Diego, California. 93 to 95, will throw the overhand curveball, but primarily a two-pitch pitcher. Fastball and a lot of straight changeups.
And that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score. But let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in. And there he goes towards second. That's a strike to throw down. Not going to get him as he swipes second.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
Kane stands at second with no outs. Now a spin and a throwback to second, and he's back standing. Fouled off. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, a lot of this offense runs through the Moose, Mike Moustakas. He had over 90 RBIs last year. What a great season, but I think he could do even better. His goal this year, I think it's got to be 100 runs batted in. He's that kind of a hitter.
Coming to the plate now, Jesus Aguilar, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First offering on its way. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. Hamels has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that.
In this day and age of smaller ballparks, the ball's lively, the bats are harder. This guy does a great job of keeping the ball in the ballpark. And one of the keys, he's not predictable. He'll throw his off-speed pitches behind an account. He's really difficult to sit on just one pitch.
High and wide, 2 balls and a strike. 1 out and a runner on second base. Fouled away. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. 3-2 now.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
In is Christian Yelich, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. The set and the 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
These are the moments right here. You got a good pitcher on the mound. You don't know if these opportunities are going to present themselves throughout the course of the game. You have to capitalize in this situation.
And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2. Hard liner to center field. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. Brewers strand 1. We are still scoreless. Here's Javier Baez. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the Brewers have dominated so far. They've got the chance in this one to complete it. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber, and it's fouled away. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And a dive, but he's back in there. Here comes the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 misses, ball 2. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Nobody out, runner on first. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The next 3-2. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He's set. Here it comes. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
I heard so many pitchers in my career in the dugout talk about you're only one pitch away from getting out of a nasty situation. This is perfect right here. A strikeout or a double play, and he can get right back in control of this inning.
The 0-1. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And let's take a look at one of the most dynamic infielders in our sport, and that's Orlando Arcia. Playing up the middle, shortstop, premium position, cannon arm, highlight reel plays, the ability to make the routine one as well. The bat will continue to get better.
So runners at first and second here with one away, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. Baez at second. Schwarber at first. One gone. And he popped him up. But this will land untouched. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. His lifetime numbers against Chacín. He's only 2 for 10. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Brian Braun now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
First baseman, Brian Braun.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
That misses. 1-2.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively.
Batting fifth.
And let's focus on Anthony Rizzo. Not only a Gold Glove winner, this guy has won a Platinum Glove, bailing out his infielders time and time again with his soft hands and feel for the game.
next for Milwaukee, Mike Moustakas. He went deep in the contest last night. First offering on its way. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
Even 1-1 count to Moustakas.
1-1.
And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch, and he fouls this one off. Bottom of the second here with no score. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Happ is after it, and he makes the catch in the corner. So striding forward now, Hernan Perez. Previously against Cole Hamels, he's seen him well, 6 for 11. Here comes the first pitch. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Perez, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He's in the midst of his 8th major league season. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Fouled off. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his two-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Three-2 pitch. Fouled away. Oh, got him looking at the two-seamer, and that'll end it. Gone in order are the Brewers. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. No, 1-1. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Liner towards second, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Zobrist, or Zorilla as he's sometimes called. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch. Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Count still at 1-2. Now another 1-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Perez on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. First pitch on its way. And there's his strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1. And that misses. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. 2-1 pitch is a splitter, swung on and missed. 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Popped him up. Braun moving to his left. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, with 10 runs batted in on 5 hits in the series. He's a guy to keep an eye on in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. In there, no balls and a strike. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I like that pitch on 0-2 there. Busted him in, and even though he missed with that one, that hitter isn't as likely to dive out over the plate the rest of this AB.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Doesn't offer at the circle change there, and it goes full 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Hit in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Almora. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. So with 1 away, time for a check of the standings now in the National League Central as you see where the Cubs find themselves entering play here today. Digging in now for the Brewers, Orlando Arcia. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Arcia, a Venezuelan-born ball player. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. And he punts the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. 2 away in the inning. And, Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Here it comes. And he'll go after the first offering here, although this looked to be well below the knees. It's strike 1. A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. Takes this the other way to right. And that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Into the box, Travis Shaw. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Cain runs. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Now a snap move over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Cain is off of first with 2 away. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be...
Oh, and they've got him picked off. And the tag is on him to retire the side. Brewers go down quietly. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. So here's the cleanup hitter, Javier Baez. They'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home is a sharp slider that bounces in the dirt.
After 2 breaking pitches, a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Now the pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch off the inside edge. It's 2-1.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Fouled off. Too high. Ball 3.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
The next Cub up, Kyle Schwarber. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Fouled away. Here's the 0-2. And another foul ball. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. This is on the ground over to first. One there. On to first, and they get them both.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
In now, Ian Happ. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. A ball and a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cubs are down quietly. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. At the plate, Travis Shaw. He'll lead it off here against Cole Hamels.
Baseman, Travis Shaw.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there for strike 1, 0-1. 0-2 to Travis Shaw.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside, or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be
and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And he misses with it, 1-1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Hayward on the run. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Now batting, right fielder.
Striding in, Christian Yelich comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Drops in a strike to start the at bat. 0-1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Back here in Milwaukee at Miller Park as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off for the Cubs, the right fielder.
So stepping in, Jason Hayward. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Wilson Contreras.
Into the box now, Wilson Contreras. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Maybe a favorable call there, taken for a strike.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They are getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Standing in now, Albert Almora. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Popped him up. Arcia is calling for it. And that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off for the Brewers,
Stepping in, Ryan Braun, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the fifth. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there for strike one. One and one the count to the Brewers' first baseman. The 1-1. There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. The 1-2. This is foul right side. Here's another 1-2. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Almora. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So one gone in the Milwaukee fifth. And up next, the former World Series hero, Mike Moustakas. Here comes the first pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two. Popped up. Rizzo waits on it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. Digging in to try it again. Hernan Perez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hamels has his sign. Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Hamels up to 73 pitches now for the afternoon. A ball and 2 strikes the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Now this pitch is swung on and popped up. And this will also head toward the right side of the infield. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ben Zobrist. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's giving the umpire an earful from that dugout.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
Stepping in now, Anthony Rizzo, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Yelich is under it. Makes the play, 1 away. Digging in now, Chris Bryant. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. down into right center. Well hit. As he arrives at second without a play, as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
Into the box now, Javier Baez.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes. Baez, playing here in his age 26 season. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The 1-1 misses for the second ball. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's the 2-1 home. High and deep to right center. After it is Kane. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. So in now for Chicago, Kyle Schwarber, runner in scoring position with Chicago. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
The set and the 1-1. 1-2 now. Bryant stands at second with two gone. A swing and a miss as he chased with two strikes, and that will retire the side. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. On to the bottom of the sixth. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Stepping into the box, Yasmani Grandal. He'll start things out in the sixth for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch on its way. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive.
Well, I think after that foul away, this pitcher can go almost anywhere he wants. That pitch was way off the plate and off speed. I'm surprised he even offered it that one.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
The 2-2. Gets the outside corner, strike 3.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. as he'll swing and pop this one up near second base. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Lorenzo Cain. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We're through 6 full. The Cubbies are in front 1-0. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee, getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Into the box now, Ian Happ. He'll start the 7th. And Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
First delivery to him on the way. And a ball 1-0.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
The 1-0 home. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Perez is under it. He's got it one away.
Now batting.
So one away in the inning, and that'll bring in the dangerous bat of Jason Hayward, the right fielder. Here's the first pitch to him. In there, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Line drive to center field. Cain is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
So now with 2 out and the bases empty, it's Wilson Contreras. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Well, that 2-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Hey, I don't care that that pitch didn't light up the radar gun. 89 miles an hour executed 2-seamer is almost unhittable.
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 1-0.
7th inning,
Ready for another shot now. Travis Shaw. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play.
First offering on its way. Lays off 1-0. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0. He's outside for a ball.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Now the 2-1. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off well.
That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward is there, and he makes the catch for the out. So striding in, Christian Yelich, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and 1 strike. Shaw leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And this one's in the dirt. And he's going to make it into third base now, as I believe that'll be scored as a wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
A bullet to first base, and the runner gets back. No double play.
The first baseman, number 8.
Digging in, Ryan Braun. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Men on third with 2 down. Fastball called for strike 2.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Still 1-2. Hit weakly back to the mound. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Milwaukee leaves one. They trail this one 1-0. Jacob Barnes has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 50, Jacob Barnes.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Albert Almora. A hit in 2 tries so far.
The center fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
Here's the first pitch to him. Weak grounder down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The Brewers are looking for the sweep in this game, as we mentioned earlier, but trailing by 1. They're going to need to come from behind to do it.
This one's still well in striking distance. Only trailing by 1 going late on to the game. They just need a bloop and a blast or some kind of extra base hit. This one's far from over.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Almora with an even count, 2-2. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
Count still full, 3-2. Another full count offering on its way. Popped him up. Arcia has a play. Makes the play, 1 away. Final line there for the Brewers starting pitcher, and he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Well, this is one of those as a pitcher where you don't get rewarded for pitching well. He threw the ball great in this one. Didn't get much run support. He's in line for the loss, and he deserves a much better fate. He threw the ball pretty well in this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he fouls this one off. High in the air out to center field. Kane is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The first baseman, number 44.
So coming to the plate, Anthony Rizzo, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. 3-0 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now Rizzo belts one, carrying well to right field. And this will get all the way to the wall now. He'll get it into second. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, now extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head. One hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
In now, Chris Bryant. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Yelich is under it. And that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Digging in, Mike Moustakas. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
He pulls this one into right. Hayward is there to put it away for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box, Hernan Perez. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. 1 out, nobody on. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Grounded weakly toward third. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Maddon. And a change is forthcoming as that'll be all here for Cole Hamels. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Pedro Strop answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Number 46, Pedro Strop.
Digging in the switch hitter, Yasmani Grandal. His career line against Pedro Strop. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. On the outside, Black. Good pitch called for a strike. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Quick check on that tying run at first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily.
He's going.
The 1-1 home. In there. Now the throw. Is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
The 1-2. Yanked on the ground down the line. And a reach with the backhand, but he comes up empty as that gets by him. And that's going to plate the tying run from second as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Standing in now, Orlando Arcia, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, D-Row, when you're starting to swing it like this team, it doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
Stepping in now, Lorenzo Cain. Hayward is there, 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Travis Shaw. And a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Hard on the ground toward short. Throw on the second for the force, and the side is retired. Brewers forced to settle for 1. We've played 8 full, all tied at 1-1. Riding in once again, Javier Baez. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Here comes the first pitch. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this game has the potential to result in a series sweep, but of course with a tie game on our hands, that is no foregone conclusion.
Never easy to sweep. This is one of those teeter-totter games, back and forth as we're tied going into the back end of this game right now. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out.
That's the only way to combat a nasty cutter. You have to find a way to fight and stay inside that baseball and drive it the other way.
In now, Kyle Schwarber. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Go ahead run at first, nobody out. The 1-0 pitch out, nothing doing. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Before the delivery, a check on that go ahead run at first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And he watches this one in there for a high strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A called strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Now the 2-1. Called strike on the sinker, 2-2 now. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Now the 3-2 pitch. Line toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
Here's the first pitch. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0.
You can tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit, and you can tell he's starting to feel for it.
And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 pitch. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Now the 1-2 pitch. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Runners are at first and third with none out. Swing and a fly ball. This ought to at least get the go-ahead run in. The catch is made. Here comes the go-ahead run for the plate. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Hey, putting together good at-bats late in the games can really help out. And how about this sac fly right here? Good at-bat that leads to his team getting the lead here in the late innings.
Jeremy Jeffress enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9. Jason Hayward will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Pulled toward right center field. After it is Kane. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher Wilson Contreras. Has a look, now the pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2.
I'm going to chalk that one up to he didn't see it too well right there. To get such a late swing on an off-speed pitch, a good curveball right there to go down 0-2, he's got to regroup.
Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Part of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Cubs 2 and the Brewers 1. Brandon Morrow is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th. Striding in to start the 9th, Jesus Aguilar, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Morrow Playing here in his age 34 season. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. The Cubs are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
They only allowed 3 hits in this one, kept the hitters off balance, and was a lot of fun to watch.
Standing in, Christian Yelich hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. One and 2 for Christian Yelich.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Into the box now, Ryan Braun. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs have finally found their way back into the win column as this ball game is over.
Yeah, it's only been a week, but I guess it probably feels like a million years ago since they had their last win. But this 6-game losing streak is behind them now, so we'll see if they can string some W's together.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1 the final score this afternoon. Chicago came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Pedro Strop claims the win out of the pen, his first. Brandon Morrow wraps it up for the save, his second. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago